Yeah. Ah, shit. Right. Drop. Oh. No, three. Yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Ah, no. Right.
And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the scene.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want. Team swap here for Phoenix.
Oh.
Different look here for the Warriors.
Second quarter.
Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. And it's Spates in at the center position. Pass to Warren. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe.
Oh, good job.
You see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today. Warriors leading by 5. Curry kicks to Iguodala, and the shot is good. Iguodala's got 5 points so far.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Freak with it. Bledsoe right side. Out to the right wing. Now here's Freak, guarded by Curry. Here's Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yes.
And really last season it was supposed to be a battle between the Warriors and Clippers for that specific title. But the Warriors just ran away with it and won the division by 11 games.
For the Warriors, it was the 3rd time they've ever won the division. Last time coming in 1976. So, Clark, it's been a while.
It's been a long time, but they did it in style. 13-3 record against the rest of the division. That would be the best in-division winning percentage for any team in the NBA. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Glenn with a screen on Curry. Freak pass to Glenn, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D
and
then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Here's Iguodala. It's home.
Nice run.
Suns
Nice
trail by
rebound.
3. Freak with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Freak kicks to Bledsoe. Inside. Now here's Freak, guarded by Curry. The Suns need to get a shot off. Thompson sends it back. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. Feeds it to Green. And again,
That's
by
well.
Golden State.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
No.
I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
Lasso.
Bledsoe's got 9.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense
Trap.
there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Curry kicks to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Shit.
Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
1:27 left to play here in the half. Freak dishes to Lure. Over to the wing. Warren the pass to Freak. Curry. And now Curry
My turnover.
all by himself. Plays off the breakaway. And it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg.
Curry.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one. Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together, hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
And that one's good. Curry's got 19 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Kicks to Lure. Bledsoe left side. Clock at 6. High post shot. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Bledsoe's got 11 points.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
And Spates gets it to go.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Warriors lead by 8. And time now to go courtside as we start.
Yes, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, much of the stresses of the coach was talking about taking care.
Whoa. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
You know, Curry is...
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
Close to a game.
Yes, Kevin, here.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. And folks, that'll wrap it up.
Curry, 36 points. Advance. What is that? Agent?
What a life, eh, freak?
Owner.
1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad Mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell? And my mom says, yes, sir, Bob. It was. That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives, like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT.
Oh.
I was moving
MIT.
Wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore.
Isidore.
Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston.
So,
every weekend,
he would
fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the strip. Oh, it's stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead.
What?
After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
Oh.
Why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder.
Yeah, that's right.
To make sure nobody was going
to grew up together in the same hood.
Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a two-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak.
Oh, c'est le dealer, man.
And put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints.
No, this is a PC version. We'll throw them out together.
I'm an FOF, friend of free.
Friend of free.